What are some of the most secure projects in the industry right now?
I mean, blue chips are very good, and the ones that invest, and they invest millions of dollars, and they invest not only in cybersecurity, they also invest in economic security.
What are some of the challenges that you have found while trying to adapt, and how do you see this sort of evolving, like as the service that you offer?
The challenge here is to create market. So our job is not just to deliver tools that can help customers. Our
Yeah.
job is also to create market and demand, so that these customers can buy our solution or competitor solution. It all comes from the budgeting, unfortunately. So new products, new tests, as you're saying, like improving methodology. It's all R&D.
We're in Dubai with Crypto News Z and in collaboration with the Global Blockchain Show taking place here in Dubai in December. And today I'm with Dyma from Hacken. So for those people that don't know what Hacken is, could you give us a quick intro?
It's a cybersecurity company. We focus on everything related to security in crypto. And we build products, we do services, and we whistleblow if something bad is happening in the industry.
That's really good. How does a project benefit by saying that they are linked with Hacken? Like,
Unfortunately or fortunately, like a lot of projects are doing it for marketing purposes. Because we've been around for 7 years. We worked with a lot of big brands. So like working with us, for them, it's like kind of marketing move.
stamp of trust.
Yeah, but unfortunately, because that means that security is not their priority, and there are lots of cases that we like look at the project, we give a scope, we say like you need to do this, and this, and they don't have budgets for that, and they like, okay, can we do like a small part? And we say, okay, we're gonna do a small part that's better than nothing, but be sure that in audit report we will state that some of your critical smart contracts were not audited, we didn't review them, and so there was a limitation of scope. So for most of the project it's fine, because nobody reads the audit reports. They just like, okay, you have been audited, that's fine. But
But it's like a
this is the
limited
problem.
audit, right?
It's like, first of all, you cannot say the word audit. It's really not proper word.
Yeah.
Because in financial world, the word audit, it has a definition of the scope that the company that has professional license that has to perform. And in our industry, we don't have a definition of the audit, of smart contract audit. There is no. So like when, for example, we're working in with European Commission, we do we name it smart contract analytics. So they are very like strict, when if you say this word. Yeah, but this is the problem, and one of the reasons why I moved to Abu Dhabi is because to work closely with regulators here, and to push certain standards of the coverage of tests for each project that is launching DeFi protocols, tokens, and whatever.
You mentioned whistleblowing. What are some critical problems you have found?
I mean, for example, we whistleblowed on the proof of reserves from 2018. Like we were researching this problem for quite a long time, and we whistleblowed about FTX. We still whistleblow a lot of about a lot of exchanges. A lot of exchanges that we.
What are some we need
I mean,
to pay attention to?
we probably have some local ones, and maybe 5 exchanges globally in the world. All the rest are brokers, but they don't say that they are brokers. What brokers mean? A broker mean in crypto industry? It means that they are taking your deposits, and without your consent, they are sending it to other exchanges for better liquidity. And I don't know, like for example, the proven cases MXCs. So they were doing this practice.
It's crazy. And as you audit these projects, what are some of the problems that are more like commonly found?
Like as I said, the coverage of the tests is very big one, but also some projects they don't fix problems. They come to us when the contract is deployed. We are giving them like the attack vectors, how they can, and the funds are in risk, and they decide not to make this audit public, and they are hiding, and they are like trying to fix it later.
Yeah.
So for such projects, we whistleblow, of course. That's guys, you community, be careful.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, after FTX, I think everyone has their, user antennas up for the next thing.
People are forgetting everything. Absolutely.
There's always new users as well, so it's hard to understand like if people are forgetting or if there's like a new surge of users that is more, because this industry tends to attract the most reckless type of behavior, and like the trust being on people's hands like obviously opens up a lot of it's attractive for the scammers, right? So there's the
scammers, fraudsters, and hackers.
Yes. And in the mix of that, it's hard to understand what is done on purpose, like someone actually being a bad actor and someone not understanding that, what they've built is not strong enough and makes everyone on the platform vulnerable. How do you go about because also it's understanding that if a project doesn't have the budget, how could they protect themselves? Maybe like scaling down, removing some of the features that expose them more. Like, what do you usually propose if someone doesn't have the budget for?
First of all, I don't understand what does it mean you don't have a budget for security, third-party opinion. If you don't have a budget, then don't launch the project. It's like, do you have a budget for marketing? Do you have a budget for KOL campaigns? But you don't have budget for security. Like for such cases, like I don't feel. I feel sorry about retail who invested in it, but I don't feel sorry about the project founders who can be hacked. So and the reality is like I would give you some numbers. So in average, like for the last 3 years. Hackers steal from the crypto projects around $8 billion per year. Do you know what is the annual expenditure of the all crypto projects on security per year?
I imagine much lower.
Much lower.
I don't know how much.
Like the most optimistic number is $500 million. Is the most optimistic. Well, like I would say it's less. So
wow.
Imagine. So projects are deciding to put themselves on risk rather than to invest in security. So this has to change.
How do you see this changing? I mean, I guess
right.
awareness.
It's quite so. When it comes to cybersecurity or any other security, usually decision-making factors are 3. So first is when the project is hacked. But it's too late in crypto.
It's too late.
Yeah. It's like you're almost done because the funds are in most of the cases they're irrecoverable. Second is when you start to lose revenue. You start to be like your competitors have an advantage because they have more trust because of cybersecurity.
Of course.
And this is actually what we have experience influencing. So when we whistleblowed in 2018, we created the crypto exchange ranking platform, and we were highlighting bad security practices of exchanges, and we were ranking them. And our ranking was used by CoinGecko for the trust score, and it's still like 20% of trust score of CoinGecko is our data. And suddenly overnight, all exchanges, they're like, okay, we want a better score. We want to be top 20, CoinGecko, top 10, top 5.
I see.
And they started to invest in security. And as a result, you can see that we have less and less exchange hacks. And the third factor is regulation. So there are quite easy things that regulator can do. Just like it's the smart contract audit, so you name it, analytics, have to be public.
Yeah.
And they have to cover all the critical smart contracts of the project. These critical smart contracts have to be listed. They also have to be public and publicly available. And the third is that all the changes, because a lot of smart contracts right now are upgradable, all the changes of the smart contracts and additional functions, they also have to have immediate third-party audit opinion. So it means that because if we go back, like this is the most crucial. If you go back, if you analyze biggest like majority of the crypto projects, the audits are not public in many cases. The smart contracts are not verified, so you cannot even link the GitHub to the code, to smart contract. And yeah, there were a lot of cases. Euler protocol been hacked for hundreds of millions. It did a lot of good efforts for their protocol security, but at some point they wanted to add some donation function that created the vulnerability, and the whole protocol was hacked.
Oh my god.
So, and they didn't put too much effort for just a small function. So if we cover just these three things, and this is what regulators are also interested about, we will change the industry.
It's all very impressive because, like, obviously fixing this makes the industry way more appealing for anyone that wants to join.
Yes, but there are a lot of more problems in our industry. Like it's just one step that needs to be done.
Just one step.
Yeah.
What are the other steps you see?
The other steps are proof of reserves of exchanges. This is a complicated one because right now exchanges, they're global platforms, but in every single country they have local license. And local license means that they receive a license for some small entity that follows some rules, but they don't disclose to this local regulator on the level of the global platform. So no regulator right now has a big influence over global exchanges in terms of like asking for consolidated financial statements or like consolidated proof of reserve. They just don't have this power right now. And this also can be fixed. And soon we're going to see it. And there is going to be some blood on the market. When really like I thought after FTX case, people will start demanding like proof of reserves from exchanges. But after 2 years, it's been 2 years, yeah, we still see that people are careless, and exchanges who did the attempt of proof of reserves back in 2023, right now they don't do it on the regular basis.
It's crazy. And I imagine also like it's a fast moving industry, and as new technology emerges, and for you to make sure that these projects, say like a project hires Hacken to make sure it's the most secure thing ever. With new features, like I guess you have to come up with new ways to test it. So you're constantly sort of adapting. What are some of the challenges that you have found like while trying to adapt, and how do you see this sort of evolving, like as the service that you offer?
Like it all comes from the budgeting, unfortunately. So new products, new tests, as you're saying, like improving methodology, it's all R&D. It's like we build the products, we like, for example, right now preventive cybersecurity, like basically you can call it Web3 firewall, is the next big thing. But it requires a lot of R&D. So we invest in this R&D from our basically reserves. Yeah, we are bootstrapped from 2017, but projects they don't see right now value in installing some firewalls like to do preventive cybersecurity, because for them, like, I did the audit, everything's fine, but you cannot. There are some other risks that should be covered, other ways how your protocol can be hacked and liquidity can be gone. And so the challenge here is to create market. So our job is not just to deliver tools that can help customers. Our job is also to create market and demand, so that these customers can buy our solution or competitor solution. Our cybersecurity professional industry is pretty smart and pretty innovative, but but just clients don't want to pay, so it's hard for us.
What are some of the most secure projects in the industry right now?
I mean, blue chips are very good, and the ones that invest, and they invest millions of dollars, and they invest not only in cybersecurity, they also invest in economic security. So they blue chips is like Aave, Uniswap, like V4 still is not battle tested. They made the grant for 1.2 million for security, and this is how you should do it. Like, you make a grant, you make the competition between audit firms that they have to prove their skills, and then you got the contract. This is the best example how the project should work on their security.
What are some of the projects that are the most vulnerable in terms of technology? When someone starts building something other than, I imagine, like exchanges, obviously, what are other types of projects that really need to pay more attention to security?
I would say that maybe the trend. I would tell the trend. So right now we see less and less. We see that the quality of smart contracts, especially in DeFi space, is improving. Is getting better. The situation is getting better. But at the same time, we see more and more Web2 hack accidents. So it's like weakness in operational security. How the project founders are maintaining their servers, how they protect their private keys. So hackers always are trying to find the weakest and most easy entry points to steal money. So like in the dark net, for example, there are I call it hacker as a service platforms. Where you can get a subscription, and then you name targets, and then automatically bots are spreading the phishing links, creating phishing airdrop fake websites, and you can work on this platform, and then the platform get the commission from the money that you steal. So there is a big industry there is a big industry that's like of also smart people that's trying to.
It sounds like these hackers are also getting more sophisticated.
Sophisticated, yes, of course. But at the same time, this kind of battle will never end. And unfortunately, like the ethical hackers, they are one step behind always, because hackers have motivation, the black hat ones, and ethical hackers, they're more focused on protecting, and it's but it's fun industry. We love it.
I mean, and is there anything exciting coming for Hacken? Like, are you launching something? Are you working on something
Yeah,
new?
we have one like thing that's really excites me. It's called dual defense. So we take 10% from each project revenue, and we create the reward pool for it. And our community can stake token to get this reward. And we make sure that APY there is pretty good. But the pool that is being created is the pool for our ethical hackers community.
Okay.
So if after our audit, ethical hackers find the critical vulnerability, so they get the whole pool as a reward. So by doing that, we put pressure on us. Obviously, we put our job on the spot. We are making the proper, distribution of our revenue to community. Community get a good APY. Then clients get the better quality service.
Yeah.
They get double review of their smart contracts, and basically they get bug bounty for free. And hackers also have a job to do, and they can make some money. And at the same time, it's also part of this that this is engaging and this is something new. It's also for us, it's a kind of tool for the projects as well to make a community engagement. So their community of the project engage with us and vice versa. So it's marketing as well.
It's a really cool idea.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, it's really well thought out. For everyone watching, tell us here, where can they find you? Your social media.
Social media is Buda Kiev. Buda is my nickname at school. Kiev is my home city. Yeah, so Buda Kiev, Twitter @Buda Kiev.
Amazing. Dyma, thank you so much.
Thank you.